Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Paranormal Chop Shop.
We are the Chop Shop. We're not the Chad Smith podcast.
Yeah, we are the
You're a little
Chop
confused
Shop.
there.
We just jacked his intro. It's nice and mellow.
He may
So
want to be compensated for that.
What's going on, Spooky?
You know what, man? I'm doing all right. We want to go ahead and start the show by saying thank you, everybody, for being here. We do not in any way think whatsoever that we'll even be close to as good as the last two shows. I mean, we had Carrie, the comedian. Last week, we had Bagel and Troy from I Love Weed. Tonight, we got Big Willie with us. There may be a surprise. Oh, wait a minute. We got Papa Willie in the background. Yep. Okay, well, this show may be better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we got security here and everything. We're safe.
Nice.
I think we got Big Willie.
I saw Papa Willie looking dressed up like a leprechaun. I expected to see that from Big Willie, not Papa Willie. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcoming back to the Paranormal Chop Shop, the real Smith.
Oh,
Jake Smith.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I didn't know I was going first. I think I got everything on in here. I don't know. We're getting everything fired back up. She's been cold in here.
Should we not? Hey, man. Don't give Willie no intro, and we'll just make him bring himself in.
I know. I thought it was going to be Willie. I was getting all excited for gun. The one, the only.
I am. Hey, Willie came on with a fucking opener, Jake. He sent his kid in to do 10 minutes of fucking warm up.
I did.
Go in there and fluff them for me, would you?
Go get
them warmed up, and then I'll come in.
Go warm them up so they can get ready for some real fun.
Oh yeah.
I have to say, Jake, you sound great, man. You sound buttery.
You. I just didn't know. I mean,
Lordy, Big Willie, you got
cranking buttons over here.
Tonight.
He's got the SM7B.
Oh my god!
I need to take my SM7B over to Chad's and hook it up there and see how it sounds, because we've tried it several different ways. We've heard it. I'm so quiet compared to when I'm on this one. So I got to worry about my lighting. Look at my lighting compared to your guys' lighting. You guys look
you are pretty bright.
The sunlight we're using, man. It's natural.
I need that like auto adjust that on my camera, but it's not giving it to me.
Do you have your
I'll take a peek at that.
Roast beef sandwich there, Willie? Or?
I did have my roast beef sandwich. Sandwich. Now I was dipping it in the gravy. Had it like, oh, hang on. I'll be right back. Keep roast beef in your mind. I'll be right back.
Oh, I always have roast beef in my mind. No.
He's gonna go put on his G-string, guys. He's gonna come back and show us his roast beef.
I'm going to get your sandwich ready.
He's coming back. He's gonna put him on and show. He put him on backwards and show us his moose knuckle.
So what else?
So Jake, what is your schedule, man? I'm always assuming that you and Chad are working exactly the same hours. Is that true?
Well, my department's only on 9 hours, but Chad's on 10, and I've been riding with Chad, so I just stay 10 hours. I don't have to stay 10 hours, but we got to keep the Smith bond strong in the riding scenario.
And when that extra hour is taking place, and you don't have, you're not actually getting paid.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure you're getting into some.
I'm getting.
Oh, you're getting paid? Oh, yeah. Well then, hell.
Yeah, they're like, I mean, if you're staying, you're staying. We're not gonna make you go sit in the truck cold. So.
Damn, man, you got a good thing there.
Oh yeah, I usually mop up the last hour, get everything.
Make your own hours, man.
Oh yeah. Kind of a big deal in the bolt world. I'm like, boss, I'll be there when I get there, and I'll leave when I leave. I don't know.
Hopefully they're not watching.
Hopefully he's not watching this, because that's not true at all. He says jump, and I say how high.
The thing about bosses but you're in a union job, so the thing is who do you fear more, the union rep or the boss?
I think the boss fears the union rep.
Exactly. That's a good union then.
Oh, this sounds like a union problem, boss. Oh man, I'd hate to take it to that level.
We don't want to go to arbitration.
What do you guys think? I changed some lighting around just a little bit.
You look great now.
Does it look a little better, right? A little
tons better.
All right, there we go.
You even got a certain like shine on your axe back there, man.
Oh,
Oh, my
Heck yeah.
camera's dirty.
That's what I'm talking about, son.
A little sheen on the helmet.
Little sheen.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of people, I think I get any time. I mean, people still don't know for sure if it is a real axe or not. There's been talk. I feel like we should get a real axe up there. Like my long-term setup, like a good log cabin setup, with like a fireplace with real swords and shields hanging over a fire. I feel like that would be a dope back set.
When it fell that time, you sure moved like it's pretty sharp.
When I dropped my daughter.
I wasn't gonna say you dropped your kid, but you said it.
You mean when you threw her down?
Gosh, it was so. Like when you mess up too, and a kid looks you right in the eyes and pulls you,
Dad?
Daddy, you were supposed to protect you. Like you dropped
When
me.
shit hits the fan, you're just gonna drop me?
Willie had a sandwich in one hand and his kid in the other. And the sandwich bobbled. He said, "Whoa!"
Well, no, it was. I had the, what do you call it up here? I had what did I have? Oh, I had the hot cocoa. And when I had the hot cocoa up here, I had to make a decision. And I forgot I was holding both of my daughters. So when I stood up, just instinctually my mind was like, you've got to catch this axe that's falling. And someone had, a choice had to be made. I was basically like Thanos at the, whatever the cliff was where he had to make the decision.
Scald them both or drop one.
So when they get older, we can show them the video. Hey, you guys want to see which one of you your daddy likes better?
Mm-hmm.
I can just show them the video.
Who hits the floor first?
So mean. Oh.
Was that live? Did it happen live? I don't remember if it happened live if we were hanging back.
No, we were
Staging
just
each
hanging
other.
I don't think
Okay.
CPS has been in contact, have they? Or-
Yeah, showing up like, excuse me, sir.
Take it down.
The caseworker.
One thing I was gonna ask you guys, I feel bad. I feel like I'm sounding like such a rookie coming on here now. My lighting was terrible, and then I gotta ask about my mic. Am I coming in too hot?
No.
Okay,
It's like
So
butter.
Well, when you
good.
have the kids in the room, you just never know what's gonna happen with the audio settings. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, for everybody that's here tonight, hey, we're hanging out. It's just the boys. We're doing the thing. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about tonight, but you can kind of see how it's already going. We're just chatting, and we're glad to have whoever may be here with us tonight.
I think Chad's out there slamming on a Baconator on the couch. I'm thinking. I had me a Reuben earlier.
Whoa. Don't start talking about food.
It
now.
got
We're gonna
wild.
get
We had sauce everywhere. It was not.
Oh.
What was Papa Willie talking about? What Papa Willie? What were you bringing up?
I was just saying that I've never met you actually in person, never heard your voice not on speakers,
Oh yeah.
but every time you've come in super clean, super smooth.
Oh, hell yeah.
I appreciate it.
Willie could do that on a $20 mic.
No, we
Right?
talked about this. Remember we said I sound like Steve Buscemi in real life. That's the secret
His
that
voice
nobody
is all
can
squeaky
know.
in real life.
That's right.
This is all computer animated voice.
It's all in the system.
Buscemi.
I got my. I need to go get the, what is it called, the Van Neumann or whatever it is. That it's like my ultimate dream list. I was just talking to Jess about that the other night, saying that because it's a $5,000 microphone, so it's like it is the absolute one of the best that I know of that you can get. I'm trying to think of like famous people that have used it. What's the guy that's on the Sterling Rob Sterling show? I think that's what it's called, the Rob Sterling. I've never listened to it, but if you guys know that show that's on
Sounds familiar.
what's the radio thing that you can get? This is so bad we don't know the satellite.
Talking about XM?
XM radio, yeah, he's got like a whole deal with them and stuff. So he like I believe only is on there. But if you go listen to any of his clips, you'll hear it in his voice, which he has a great voice anyways. But that Neumann will just absolutely, it is the epitome. Besides the SM7B, it was what voice actors had used for almost for forever. Arden, what's up? Cupcake, what's
Hi,
shaking?
Sam.
Sunsaver,
Cupcake.
Sarah in the house.
Oh, man. We got to address everybody if we're going to address one. We got
Yeah.
Sam Paranormal. Sam Arden Paranormal. Who else we got in there? We got Cuppy Cake. I mean, who doesn't love Cuppy Cake? We got Sunsaver. Angel Wings. Who else is in there? Jake Smith. I never heard of him.
Yeah, trash.
Never heard of that guy.
Yeah.
Guy's
Okay.
hot
I
garbage.
mean, Mr. Rogers up there somewhere earlier too.
And Sarah, my flock is everywhere.
It really is everywhere though.
Based as hell.
Oh, come on. There is nobody more based.
Baseness. Oh,
How about this? But remember when we had James on the show? Remember that James Campbell from the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
What's he
dude
eating
today,
now?
man.
What's
Talk
he
about getting
now?
hungry. So today he brought the double down from KFC.
Always pay attention to the glares and any appliances behind James.
Oh, I told him I really liked his T-shirt.
That's a lot of meat there.
That is a lot of. He calls it a protein. He said there's no reason for a bun.
I did see they were doing this.
Look at that thing, man.
It smells like heaven. It smells.
Oh, by the way, this is for what do you call it? Purposes YouTube.
Oh,
we know
absolutely.
Because we're playing. I forgot. We're playing another YouTube.
Oh, is this not allowed?
I don't know.
It gets weird. Even if the person gives you rules, sometimes they'll like pull you down if you play more than 30 seconds.
I just wanted to see him crunch into it.
For sure.
I'm not gonna try that.
This dude's my hero.
Would you guys get the spicy or the original, you think?
What do you mean you get it spicy?
I'm assuming, right? You gotta get it spicy.
Oh yeah.
Got a little sauce in the beard.
What up,
Almost hear the
brother?
juices of the chicken as I sink my teeth into the sandwich. No.
Yeah, it's like porn. It's like food porn, right?
A little bit, right? We all got pretty quiet while that was happening.
Okay, so anyways, who the F is JC?
Michigan bearded man eating a sandwich.
Everybody make sure you subscribe to Who the F is JC. That's our boy.
Oh yeah, check him out. He's a good guy. And if you're in, even if you're not in the Detroit area, you should check out the Dave and Chuck Freak Show because that's where he's on there. He DJs for them, and it's a good show there.
He was well known for, I believe, air sex, like like acting it out on stage, sexual acts, and he won. I don't know how many years in a row, but he was.
Well, most people overlook this. They don't realize that's a whole industry. Not everybody knows how to perform every position and move, and you really need professionals.
Especially by yourself.
Exactly.
Wait, are we still talking about food?
Yeah, you should. Well, it can be. It depends
I'm
on how
not
you do
real
things,
sure. I mean,
yeah. I think we're like blurring the lines here.
Yeah, I'm aroused. There's no doubt.
I love it. No, he really is a good guy, though.
I mean, I can break out the smut stuff folder if you want. I mean, I'll get us taken down.
We definitely
I
can't
will
do
get
that.
us thrown off of YouTube right
13
now.
minutes in?
I'm ready.
Got
my finger on the trigger.
We went lawless on Twitch, and we thought there was no boundaries.
Oh, I did. So I have been writing a little collection of questions to ask when, if you've ever enjoyed God's green nature at all. Sometimes you have different thought patterns than you normally would if you're just chilling. And so I want to run some of them by you guys. And Sonny, you actually were dealing with one the other day that 100% was a question I had one time when I was high, which was exactly. That is exactly what it's like in my it happens. But you've seen the moon thing, man. Nobody answered that for you, right? Did anybody ever answering that for you? Why the moon? Why you can see the moon and the sun right next to each other during the day?
Nope, no one ever said nothing.
Well, I feel like someone in the chat could probably provide an answer.
We didn't have our science officer.
That one's a little too far in. We'll go a little less than that. Which would be, I seen this one that was proposed by somebody today, and it got me thinking about it. The whole, if there was, and again, who knows where people fall on the religious spectrum and any of that and how they view the Bible or any of that jazz. But if it says that God created light, right? And they agree that space is 90% dark matter, there was the absence, the void of light was just darkness, then does that have mass or is it actual speed? Is there a speed of darkness, I guess is what I'm asking. We've always referred to it as speed of light, but why is darkness not referred to as some sort of speed in itself?
Darkness is still
And
light.
in comparison to light and dark, would it be less or more or?
I don't know. I mean, because if you think about it, and I suppose it's because the actual, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. It may be Sonny and Papa Will. You guys might have from going out in the woods back in the day, and even maybe Jake, you too. Have you guys ever experienced, it gets really like the sun burning you, but have you ever experienced where it's so dark, it's almost, I don't know how to explain it. There's almost weight to the darkness. You ever been in that kind of darkness where you can almost feel like pressure from it? Yeah. And to me, maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just like reading way too much into it, but I feel like there could be something with the darkness, I guess. So I was just curious what your guys' thoughts were. What the chat thinks too.
Well, I never really thought about it.
I would think the speed of light and the speed of darkness, the same thing. You see the light just as fast as you unsee it. Light on, light off. It's the same speed. That's how I think it would be.
Well, because they always say that like light pushes away darkness, right? And I'm sure they've done real tests to actually like study this and prove how light pushes away darkness. But if there's balance in the universe, if everything is balance, then those probably don't really maybe push one or the other. Maybe it's just an actual reaction, sort of like trying to push two magnets together that can't go together. They will just retract each other, I just wonder if...
Holy smokes. So thinking on that terms, everything's balanced and whatnot, what would be darkness's energy source?
That's an even better question, right? Because everybody agrees that like energy usually is light.
Yeah.
So is there an absence of that energy in dark? I don't know. We need someone I feel like we just need, you guys are really smart cookies, way smarter than I am, but I feel like we need we need a friend that came in this person's from MIT or something, you know what I mean? And
I was just trying to figure out if the furnace noise was coming from me. I think I hear something. And Chad would lose it. Chad, I'm related to the audio Nazi. I don't know what any of this shit does.
True. But yeah, what do you think? What are questions you guys have had that, how many questions do you ask yourself a day in your head that you don't get to talk with other people about? Oh man, Alex says he's from MIT.
Whoa.
So why do you think you can see the moon and the sun at the same time? And that means Australia don't have a moon that night, right? Because if Australia's got one too at the same time, then we got two moons.
I won't make any assumptions on that because I know that mine's probably just solely you just don't know what you don't know. So ignorance is fully on the table there. But I think it was Sunsaver was talking about a couple minutes ago, right? About how I think it's what do they call it? Simple orbital mechanics. I forget the math that they use to show why it is the way it is and the reflection, and that it's all an illusion, it's just reflections. The only thing that's a little weird to me, the only thing I would say about that, if it's reflections, why does it reflect in that same spot? I guess, that'd be my only question. So and to get more clear about that, why doesn't it the reflection, that light that's being projected, why doesn't it just continue to go forever? What's it hitting to stop?
The dome.
I don't want to. Dude, I'm staying away from flat Earth.
Real Truman Show.
Okay, what about the old Norse gods, right? How many realms, right? Have you ever looked up the way that they believed that the world, how that there was the heavens and the earth and all that stuff? You ever looked up their different realms? I think is it 7 or 11 realms? There's where people exist. There's Middle Earth, and then you can descend down towards hell, or you can rise up towards.
I think we might have talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah, but again, like I said, it's probably really simple answers. It's just they never got answered for me when I was a young little curious kid, apparently, and I just never brought them up. And then Google doesn't give a defined enough answer; it just gives an answer of some sort. Mark the Shark? Well, hey. Are you by any chance from Hawaii? Just curious. But yeah, that was just one of them. Excuse me, one of them, I guess.
It just does, Willie. It just does.
I know.
Like a posi track in a Plymouth. It just does. It just does. What's that, Joe Dirt?
Oh, man.
That one was actually that was Joe Pesci in The one where he was a judge.
Oh yeah, my cousin Vinny. It
That's
just
it.
does.
Not Joe Pesci. What's that guy's name? Was it Pesci? No, it was, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sure was. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Goodfellas?
No, my cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's
Joe
Joe Pesci.
Pesci, right? Joe Pesci, and then who were the other two people that were kind of famous for that?
Ralph
I think Bill
Macchio, the
Durst has
Karate
it too,
Kid.
though.
The one guy's Herman Monster. Monster.
Herman
I think Joe
Monster.
Dirt has
The
that line.
judge.
in it, too, though. The pause
Oh,
track.
yeah.
It just does. It just works. Yeah, because his dad says that to him.
Oh, we already went over this. I just looked over some of my other notes from before. Wait, did we talk about this live, or were we already done when we talked about like when I read my like my high pondering list that I've been writing into? Did we bring up the whole? I think we did bring up the cemetery thing. I just don't remember if we did it live or if we were backstage and we brought that up.
About more land being purchased for cemeteries.
Yeah,
I believe that was live.
Were we live? I just don't remember if that was at the very end or not. Did anybody ever end up looking that up for their areas to see if they've seen a cemetery for sale recently in their area, in their city?
I know I turn my radio down when I go by cemeteries. I don't know. I also try to hold my breath because it's not polite.
I think
It's weird shit that I picked up along the way.
I think we're being
Luckily,
asked.
luckily there's not too many huge cemeteries. I got to hold my breath that long by me.
They're selling cemeteries.
Well, no. The question the person brought up essentially was saying that when was the last time you seen a cemetery for sale? Because in their area, they said the last time a cemetery had been sold was almost 122 years ago in their local area. And yet they were saying, when have you ever seen the cemetery be like full, or just see a cemetery plot of land for sale? And it's kind of weird, right? If like
where they're always putting people in the ground, it's
same place,
about half full.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Always been about half full, and we're at over
Bury
8
one
billion right now. Which, I mean, I get it. If people stand shoulder to shoulder, you bury people, you can fit a lot of people in one area, and a lot more people are being cremated or going more natural burial routes again.
Then just boom, you just drop a neighborhood on it and move another one.
I guess I'm curious. Yeah, if anybody in the chat has looked this up, you guys let us know if you can find and then send it to us. Put it in the Paranormal Chop Shop Facebook page. If you guys aren't over there, let us see these cemeteries are for sale. Because first of all, I'd love to read the sales pitch, right? Because like, how do you normally sell a place? You talk about like the decor, you talk about the lawn, the location. What are you gonna like? What is the writing behind a cemetery? Like, how do you even? What do you? It's wooded. You're gonna have to deal with that. It's sprawling, 300 acres. It's yours. I don't know how they're
tad haunted. Just tad.
But far as Arden is asking if we can be on her show. I think she means next Sunday or this coming Sunday. Not sure which one she's saying there, but I know that if it's next Sunday, I'm not available. If it was this coming Sunday, possibly. But next Sunday, I'm running around. Yeah, tomorrow. So far away, guys. Next Sunday. Enzo. Solid dad joke there. People are dying to get in.
Where's the button?
Next Sunday. Yeah, if it's
wrong button.
Oh, you were on it. You were on it, Jake.
There we go. Fourth time's the charm.
That was the right one.
Sonny,
What
is
else
that
you
your
got?
camera? Is it just my eyes? Are my eyes bad? Or are you guys just, is your camera a little blurry?
No, it's blurry. I want the fuck there.
You just gotta get up close to it, like in the Truman Show, you know, like the fisheye lens. Oh man.
I'm too tired to fix anything tonight. I'm
Oh
burned
my
out,
gosh.
guys.
What's up, Miss Pinzer? What's shaking?
Lindsay,
Death cremation, that's all.
are we cruising tonight?
Ooh.
Yeah. We might. I don't know how much trouble we're gonna get into.
One of them low lows.
Hey, shut up.
I know poor Chad was saying that every time after the Paranormal Chop Shop wraps up, he's like, I get on, there's always a strike. There's always at least one strike on there from something. I was like, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, the chop shop, how come they never kicked us off? I don't ever
Keep
check for strikes.
swinging.
Keep swinging.
I'll tell you when you're done.
I've never even checked for a strike. I guess if they take me down, it's their loss.
I think I know one question that's always bothered me, and I've talked to my brother about this, and I think I brought this up to you guys before too, but I love bringing this up to people just to see what their thoughts are, which is, and it's kind of two parts the way the question breaks down, which is, how do you guys think? Because I don't feel like we give enough attention to that. We just assume everybody thinks like us, even if we grew up right next to them. And a small example of that was that my brother and I, until we started our show years ago and started actually talking about this, he has basically no internal monologue unless he wants it. So when he's not, maybe you're working through a project, some people talk out loud like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like they'll say what they're going to do. And some people have that conversation in their head. He doesn't have it. Like, for example, for me, there's always a conversation of some sort going. He does not have that. That's why he can just in seconds be asleep.
Man, that'd be nice.
Right? But I'm just saying it's weird. So for you guys,
I call myself a dumbass multiple times throughout the day. Sometimes out loud, sometimes in my head.
Been there before.
Luckily, it's loud enough I can talk to myself a lot.
My mind doesn't stop.
So is it like, and not, when I say a voice, I'm not saying like audibly hearing with your ears, but you hear essentially in your mind's eye, as it were, a voice, right? You're communicating with yourself.
Yeah, like, well, what do we have here? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, if that's going on, where does the thought come from? Like, what creates? And some people really think of what they're going to say really well. Like they'll write it out, or they're just very, very elegant in the way that they'll lay something out. Whereas like, I have no idea what I'm going to say before I start talking. It just comes to, you know what I mean? Like, does your thought just come to you, or do you guys know what you're going to say?
I don't know. For me, it could be, I don't know. There's both ways for that. Sometimes I'll be working on something, Willie, and then I don't think about it, and it just pops into my head that's how you fix it. So that's what I do. I don't say, oh, I need to do this.
It
Right,
usually
so,
just comes out, and then I overanalyze it and turn it out how it could have sounded bad. Man, that sounded bad, didn't it? Oh,
so
well.
You say, oh, you fix it this way, and then you go, that ain't it, Jake, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're arguing yourself.
Good thing you already broke it. I'm like,
That's amazing.
That's like me going through all those trans lines for my truck, buying them, cutting them up, hacking them. I'm like, oh, why'd I do that?
Enzo says people with no internal dialogue are NPCs in our simulation. Perhaps. But the one good thing that he has, the advantage he has, is that he is so articulate in the way that he'll lay something out, and he can troubleshoot things in his mind because he's not thinking about a whole lot of other things, right? So if he was going to, like for Sonny, for you, sometimes you're going to take an engine apart, you kind of know how you're going to do that and think about it before you do it, right? You see it visually or however.
Yeah, I got to know what tools I need. And yeah.
So if that's the case, like with my brother Micah, he's able to not only communicate his own information sometimes more clearly, but he's able to accomplish things a lot faster because he doesn't have any other thoughts interrupting him.
Yeah.
Which is
like when his wife's like, "What are you thinking about?" And he's like,
Billy's
"Nothing." Like literally.
Billy's whittling his girlfriend a new leg. She's a pirate.
Ooh. Oh, I thought you for sure were following up that she works at the IHOP. I thought for sure it was coming. I was ready. I was bracing my dad for full dad joke mode. I thought we were going in. Thought it was happening.
Nope. I don't.
Speaking of hot girlfriends, where's JoJo?
I don't tell those kind of jokes, Willie, but she does keep calling him, asking him, "Are you done with my leg yet?"
It's so bad. So bad. It's like,
is that what you wanted, man? Is that what you wanted?
It's not good. Not good. But yeah, so Spooky, you might have missed some of what we were going. We were talking about the different ways that people think in their heads. So some people have internal dialogue and some people do not. But I think the question is, to boil it down for myself, and from my understanding, even mainstream science and all these neurologists have not been able to explain this very well, which is where a thought comes from. We can explain like where the synapses fire to, how they fire, where it fires in the brain, depending on what you're thinking about. but they still don't. They do not know how to formulate or put in writing what a thought is and where it comes from. What is that?
I know where a lot of my thoughts come from.
And where is that, Jake?
I won't mention.
His happy place.
In a Wendy's with a Baconator in each hand.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you use your left or right hand when you're whipping up?
I don't always use the right head.
Here comes the strikes.
Here comes the.
Also, too, do you think does like mycelium and whatnot, does that have the same effect on all creatures like it does us?
What the hell is mycelium?
Well, like shrooms, essentially. Does that have the same effect on? Huh?
Say shrooms then.
Oh, well, I
big
think
words trying
there's so
to
many.
confuse
There's so many different types of it, I guess, though. But I think that's what like the abstract. That's
Oh,
what like the part that gets you high.
psilocybins. I thought that's what it was.
That just made the shower curtain talk to me.
Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, though, there are like the caribou that are obsessed with that one mushroom, the red one. What's that little red one that's like really famous throughout art? You know, the red. It's got the little white dots on it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
The Mario
bigger.
They
They turn like twice the size when they eat it.
So accurate. That's all it was for him. That makes sense why their maps don't make any sense. You're just like swirling through rainbows and stuff.
That's a good question, Enzo.
Enzo says, I've always wondered, for people fluent in other languages, which one do they think in?
Well, I can answer that. For the first language that you think in is always going to be your birth language, the one that your native tongue, the one that you originally learned.
Yeah.
Or like in our area, I bet most of the people around here, it's a little of both. Split up
Yeah.
between Spanish and English.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Spanglish?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
You mean slang?
even if it was Italian and something else, German, if their one parent spoke one and one parent spoke the other, they would have a mixture of it in their house or in their upbringing. So I bet that would be the case. If it's a learned language later, what if it was a learned language that you kept for a long time? Like, you pretty much adapted to where that's what you talk in, that's what you speak in first. Yeah, there's a lot to that question.
But
Well, because go ahead.
once you have your native your native tongue, the one that you were born with, you always have to translate into what other language that you're going to go and speak, right? You got to even if it's just a fraction of a second.
Second nature to you if you're there long enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
This is probably the best comment of the
I
night.
don't know for sure.
Shrooms are
I've
great.
never been anywhere but here where they speak Spanish or English or both.
He said Spanglish.
Alex, I would think that dogs definitely do learn accents and languages, right? They
Oh,
specifically respond to certain
definitely.
languages better. So,
Oh, my dog knows hand commands and hand signals.
we got our first.
Thank you, Brent.
We got our first tip of the night. First compliment.
Whoa! It's getting hot in here.
Last time I got
Wow.
what is that over your upper lip or something? So
Ooh.
we're working on it.
Is that your boss there, Jake? Do I need to call HR?
No.
Now we got it
Me
right.
and Brent go way back.
I'm calling HR puffing stuff on you two hillbillies.
I'm calling the union rep.
Hello?
Chad's in the studio. You guys see this?
What?
Chad
Ladies
hasn't
and
had his
gentlemen.
soul taken in the bolt factory.
Oh, I've had my soul taken for sure.
Chad, you got home early, didn't you?
What?
Didn't you say you didn't get out till like 10?
Today? No, we got out at 8. 8 today.
Sunny.
Hey, what's up, Chad?
Just trying to get
Hey, what's
that
up, man?
good noise quality.
Heck yeah.
Now, Big Willie, you got Chad here now, man. Throw some of those introspective, deep questions to him, man. It's not fair. He's got to pay his dues.
Deep.
Throw any question.
About
Like the question I had.
the moon and the sun.
What was that thing about Mrs. Claus or something like that?
Oh, Mrs. Claus being a mutant? Yeah, we can go down these routes if we want. Santa Claus is a mutant too, for sure.
Willie brings the hard questions.
I'm telling you.
He sure does, man. That's why I'm saying.
We questions like, how much would King Kong's balls weigh if he was real?
These are great questions, and 100% they could calculate the weight because they have math to calculate it off of. So that give.
Have you told your kids that Santa Claus is a mutant? Because I don't think they'd.
I haven't told the kids.
Oh,
I've not disclosed this to my children just yet. I'm not trying to break it to them.
And they're listening, so.
Santa might.
He looks to the right and one's standing right there.
Oh yeah, Chad. I had Liam did my opening act in here before we went live.
That was so nice to see. Liam.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
That's cool.
It's so fun. He gets so excited every time. I don't know how he is with you guys.
Just covering.
Did he?
Yeah, he kept saying, "I'm covering."
Just covering.
Oh. I'm just covering for Dad.
He's got it
What's
down,
funny
man.
is he doesn't he acts like he's not excited. I feel like I'm over there getting dressed over on the other side of the room, and I felt like he was barely he wasn't. You know what I mean?
He's more
Like,
chill
was
than
just
his dad.
Exactly, and I know he's so excited because he'll bug me so much going up to the show, and as soon as he's back over here, he's like he goes ice in the veins. He's like
We were just watching cars. That's why me and Leland we were stuck on the lowriders. I was asking him if he had a lot of cars like that up there. He's seen a lot. He said, no, but we went one place. You must have took him to a car show or something. He said he's seen a bunch of lowriders.
You know what my son asked me today? And this is actually one of my favorite things. You people want to judge me, that's fine. That's okay.
You people, I know.
People. Well, I judged myself. I apparently judged myself because I cast that judgment as if everybody else did it, and they didn't even say anything because I haven't told them anything yet. But today I was relaxing quite a bit around the house. So when I tend to relax, my favorite thing is to ask Liam random questions because nobody can produce off the wall questions like a 6-year-old. He literally, I said, buddy, give me some scenarios. Just run some stuff by me without skipping a beat. He goes, Dad, would you rather be lost or caught in space or caught in a video game?
Nice.
And I was like, I had to think about this. I was like, what kind of video game? Because then where would you go? You know what I mean? Do you get to pick the video game?
He's like a chip off the old block, that guy.
I don't know.
Nice.
Would you guys prefer space or video game, you think, if you had to pick? If you don't die, you don't die in space.
You're really screwed.
Vidya?
Yeah, I mean.
Kind of suck if you can't propel yourself anywhere, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
how are we getting around in space?
Just slowly. You know what they really need to break down? NASA had to have broke this down. Like, how far, if they can somehow... Because don't they have a tank, the filtration tank on their suit for like if they fart or anything in space? There's a whole mathematical breakdown in this. How far can that propel them? Like, is in an emergency situation, does it store it anywhere to where they can pressurize that to be able to? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Does it make sense? These are the things I feel like NASA needs to think about for astronauts.
This is the inner monologue that your brother doesn't have.
You think there's a shuttle out there?
Do you think if you fart in space
of an emergency queef that they're going to release and push it?
Say you had Taco Bell the day before a launch.
This is better than fucking masturbation
Hi, Ronnie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're hitting the gutter, folks. We're hitting the gutter.
Bosky's in the house. Hey, that was a thing. What was it called? TTSR, right? Or not TT? That might be the real name. What did Ben and Joe call theirs?
TITTIES.
Well, it shouldn't start with an M, though, right?
Ben and Joe.
No,
Ben and
there was...
Joe. Oh, UFO Garage, Ben and Joe.
I know those mother truckers.
Dude.
Those mother truckers. We miss you guys, though.
We miss them, man. They need to come back and do a little... they need to tell us how they're doing.
I haven't had meat and taters in months.
I'll tell you right now. Meat and taters out here all here again. His videos.
Bunch of meat and taters. I know. Speaking of that, I haven't heard no fucking zero APR.
He said, I tell you what. I tell you what.
That's the mushroom, exactly.
Yeah, Posky's been listening.
That is the one I'm talking about. The anamana, the ana something probably. I think
That's
it's what it's
probably how
called.
many he's eaten tonight.
What is that one called? The amana.
Shiitake?
Shiitake mushrooms. No, what is that,
That
one
one's
called?
oh, shit. That's
Agreed, Arden. We all miss
that was the
Ben.
Mario mushrooms that make you bigger.
Hey, Sunsaver said he looked it up, and he just wants everybody to know that SpaceX now hiring for a spacesuit fart recovery engineer. 5 years experience in fart sneezing required. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what the word sneezing means, so I'm already disqualified.
Did you see that movie Rocket Man where he's all blown up in the suit and they got the hose connecting to him? He's trying to keep the other guy's fart out of the. I haven't seen many movies, but damn it, I've seen them. The ones that really teach you something.
This was like a real life scenario, or was this like a cartoon, like South Park?
Oh no, it's a real. Yeah, he's farting away, and the other guy's holding the tube trying to keep his, and he's blown up.
It's a really bad movie.
It's a really amazing award-winning one.
What is this? Academy Award-winning picture
Rocket
right here.
Man. I think it's called Rocket Man, right?
Yeah.
It's called Rocket Man.
Yep.
Man.
Classic.
I've never watched what's that one? What that
It's the same
Little
guy
Shop
that's
of
in it.
Horrors? That's supposed to
They
be
take a
last
monkey
year.
into space.
Oh yeah, it's the same guy that drinks piss on
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
The cop.
The cop that drinks the piss on the side of the road.
Give me the booze, you pumpkin haircut freak.
That Little Shop of Horrors movie.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say, even though I was young, I was definitely misled. There ain't no horrors in this movie.
There ain't no little shop.
There's one whore in there that plays heater.
Yeah. Cheap to get in to see this little shop of whores.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cupcake. That is the
Amanita
name.
Muscaria.
Muscaria.
I remember it had to do something with mascara.
Anita Blumelo.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, morale mushrooms. You know what, Bosky, you're right. It was drawing a blank on that. Get those, would it be the best thing ever if you convince somebody, though? That'd be the best way ever, right? Best way to prank somebody. You get one of those real long morale mushrooms, you cut it down and shrivel it, dry it down. You end up having them eat that, pretending they're taking a trip.
Willie's
See if
such
they
a
just
good
play
husband.
along
He was
with it.
making pickles this morning, or pickles this afternoon, cheese all over them.
I
We
did.
did that to somebody.
Ooh, some good music.
Actually, we didn't do it. A buddy of mine came into class high as fuck because he took some pills, Willie,
Yeah.
and he bought them from this dude I know. And I told him, why would you sell
No,
that
you're
guy drugs? Because the guy's he's a screwball anyway. He wasn't
Yeah.
all there. I'm telling him, why would you sell him drugs, dude? What the fuck's wrong with you? He's already all fucked up. And he goes, Sonny, he wouldn't leave me alone. And he said, if I didn't sell him drugs, he was going to go buy it from somebody else. So he sold him 2 aspirins, like long Tylenols. Dude was tripping balls on some X in there.
Some long
I don't know
Tylenols.
what it was that he thought it was, but he was high, and he took 2 Tylenols. We did it to somebody else with weed.
Rodney, you're going on an adventure? Are you leaving the house?
Yeah,
or are you...
He's already
going
on an adventure.
He's going for second breakfast.
My life's been an adventure ever since I met Rodney.
Thought he rolled it.
Sure.
His brother was rolling joints at our house when we lived together, and he'd bring all these dudes home from the Navy. They were like YMCA guys too. YMCA. These guys would come pack my house on the weekends, right? These guys, Donnie was out of the Navy, and those guys were still in the Navy. They would come from, where were they coming? Frisco or someplace?
Yeah.
Up there. They're coming from up there, and they would stay with us. Donnie was rolling joints, and these guys would just smoke joints the whole time they were there. They would get high and take a chance on getting tested when they go back, too. Fucking dumbass. And so Donnie took one of his cigarettes apart, and he rolled it up in a joint, and he passed it over to him. The first guy that lit it almost died.
Have you seen that?
That's a good trick I learned to play on somebody. Put cigarette tobacco in their fucking joint instead of...
Some of the best scissors that Leatherman makes are on that thing.
Leatherman.
Yeah, open up the scissors part.
That's what you
Part
have to
of
say
that.
it every time. Every time you do
Yeah,
it,
it's on. So you push down here.
you
Sorry,
do a
brother.
purchase. No, I was just gonna say, if every time you worked at that place and that's how you had to close out the sale. Thank you for shopping at Leatherman's. It's everything
Just having a
about it.
Leatherman.
Oh, you don't like Merca? Oh, well,
It
Oh, yeah,
says
there's no.
there's the roach clips on this bad boy.
on Glocks, Willie. The way you take the fire pins and stuff out, there's a little plate in the back, and you can buy plates and have them engraved to put on there. And the back of mine says Merca on it. No, the bottom plate in mine. There's one in the butt that says Merca. The back says. Yeah, the back's funny.
That's like the underwear we wanted to sell.
After I learned what it meant, I don't like
It's
saying
pretty good too. Like
You shake bake.
That's the
Start reviewing them.
Chad. I feel like it's doing a little bit
Will
with your
it
mic,
spice?
with your mic a little bit, Jake. It's doing that thing that was doing to Chad, where it, like gets a little hot. I don't know why. It, like,
It's real hot?
Yeah. What? Who's this?
Streamyard's probably set to.
I start coming in hot.
Yeah. Check your. I think it's trying to auto, and it's getting confused between the two. Hey,
Can't
this will
tell
be
it-
the first time we
can't
get to
tell
call
us apart.
Chad.
It's not set to automatically adjust
Weird.
the volume.
Is it set really hot? Mine was turned way up. Mine was like at 190 for some reason.
Is it because I'm going like this, or is it one mic's louder than the other? Is this one loud?
man.
Me.
1, 2, 3.
When you
I'll
talk
turn it
normal,
down.
yeah,
I'm cool.
It's normal when I talk like this.
it's probably fine. I'm probably being. I don't want to be a Chad Smith here, guys. I don't want to hold up anything.
Well, quit ruining the show, Willie.
Oh no, I want these to.
Do you want me to
sound good,
leave and
man.
come back in or something?
Do you remember how Chad used
Oh.
to just straight up kick the guests out? Hey, excuse me. We're just gonna. Excuse me. Can we stop? Turn the lights off, guys.
Or you
Can we-
leave the
yeah, we're
studio,
gonna have
or
to
I'm
come
kicking
back.
you out. So,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Find some real internet. Get back here when I can stand listening to you. I'll
One way or the other, you're leaving.
I don't know who told you to broadcast from a potato, but
Well, listen, when you're a multi-dimensional time traveler, sometimes it's hard to get that good internet connection, okay?
That
You can travel
good
between
internet.
dimensions, but internet
Get your
connection...
stuff and
Take her easy, dude.
okay, just get your stuff together and
Take her easy, dude.
take her easy, dude. All right.
Take her easy, dude.
You know why? Because you.
You fucked it up. You fucked it up.
That's right. So now just.
Take her easy, dude.
All right. All right.
Oh, I agree.
and your beard is looking on point tonight, Willie.
It sure is.
I get some length out of her now.
I got some like beard conditioner stuff, and like I think it says I got to put it in and lather, and then like leave it for like 45 minutes.
Damn.
I'm like standing in the shower, like timing my
Next kind of fucking time.
man. 37 more minutes.
Your beard has been looking pretty good, actually. I just not
Running out of hot
Jake-
water, but
Jake's is looking thick. It's
Now that
coming
you
around.
mention it.
yeah, thank you.
I know we've talked about this before, but I just had a friend message me about it, and it just made me think because they're like, "Oh, you guys are
But
talking about
JoJo
mushrooms."
Bone,
We do need to invite JoJo Bone. You guys should send him.
his show's starting. He doesn't want no part of us.
He's
Oh.
live, baby. He's
Well,
live on the airwaves.
Let's pull him up.
KBSR
What are you
radio.
doing?
KBSR Digital Broadcasting from Taylor, Texas. I'm
Yeah,
JoJo Bone.
We can't play that. We got to go after hours to play that.
We do. We'll get.
Oh,
He'll
yeah,
get
we
the same.
still- His music.
Paranormal Chop Shop's trying to play. He's like
What we-
denied.
We could
play
do.
Flag him.
Have him play I Love Weed, and while they're streaming, we'll stream JoJo, who's streaming I Love Weed. See if our I Love Weed channel can track it back and see if they can locate it back to us.
Yeah. We'll all get in trouble.
That was real disappointing that the Chatty Daddies were so itchy.
Yeah, they're
it's-
itchy
yeah,
and they
so we
wrote up.
Oh, they're right.
Because,
Yeah, they're just
just
cheap.
because someone tried them on before they got sent out.
Probably. They were somebody else's underwear. Probably they just.
Came with Krabby Patties.
Are you done using
Yeah.
those? We gotta print this Chad Smith guy's face.
Turns
all
out you
over
got to
it.
shave your whole body afterwards.
Found a whole bunch of gray pubes in the crotch. These are
Oh,
My
man.
God.
We do quality testing.
quality tests, and they were taking.
Oh man.
They were
It doesn't it
testing the
seem
banana
weird that
hammer
everything?
Hmm?
Sorry, I just realized I was having. I interrupt. I was very rude. Sonny, please continue.
No, I was done. Go ahead, Willie.
I'm so sorry. Sonny, you could continue. I just was having. I assumed everybody else could hear what I was saying in my head, what I was talking about, and you guys, we weren't talking about that, so it was rude to interrupt because that wasn't happening. You guys,
You are always a gentleman, Willie.
You were thinking about what you were going to say out loud, is what you're trying to say.
well, there was a whole conversation. I was thinking about, was talking about underwear, right? It was in line with what you guys were thinking about. I was just thinking how like everything we've ever invented as humans, clothing wise, is almost unhealthy for us. Like everything that we've done to make us more, civilized, is like it takes us further away from what it means to actually be a human being. Like even, like for instance, pheromones. They were talking about how people can't accurately pick out who they're actually attracted to because of deodorant and the amount of shampoo and stuff that we use. It interferes with our ability to smell the other person's pheromones to know if we would connect with them on that level, which is wild. But I was just thinking about underwear because you guys were talking about that, and I was like, man. Like all the different studies they said for guys, you remember that the phase we went through in the late 80s, early 90s, the tighty whitey phase was a rough time for the manhood. It was, we already know Teflon was all over that. They were already not helping. And then you got tighty whiteys just smashing everything.
Wait, what? Why was, what about Teflon?
Oh, well, we talked about this. Teflon, remember, it reduces the size of overall male length and width. It's been in use since the 30s. Yeah, you gotta be cast iron raised, baby. You know what I mean?
Cast iron
raised. I got that.
That's why you asked me that before. That's right. Hey, Chad, were you cast iron raised or?
Excuse me? You drink out of the hose when you were younger?
But I mean, think about it. Like all the things we do to supposedly be civilized. Is it better for us?
Cooking on Teflon makes your children's dinghies smaller in every dimension.
I think that's what he's saying.
Specifically when they're going through puberty. Dude, and not a little bit. We're talking, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is spitball. This is years ago we looked at this, but I want to say it was like as much as 2 and 3/8 difference in length was the average, and then it was something and then it was as much as a half an inch in width, or excuse me, 3/4 in width.
Can't be affording to lose that much, Willie.
Spend so much.
They start throwing numbers out there and like,
because back then they didn't have enough hangers, and that's where they had to hang those cast iron pans from.
That's right.
Dry them out.
Stretch that out there
after you washed them.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that could also just be made up. So you guys should always look up anything we talk about and make sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everything that we say on here is pretty much just fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, he looked it up. Rodney looked it up. 12.5% shorter and 6.3% thinner than other men.
Wow.
And that Teflon was in everything. You remember all those channels when they were out there like, look at this, I got cheese. And they're just like piling cheese in the pan to cook it.
Just eating lead paint along with it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. At least we have fluoride in the water to balance
Chad's dad used to tell us about breaking thermometers open and playing with the mercury.
Yep.
I used to do that.
That explains a lot about my education.
You turned out all right, boy, didn't you?
Yeah, in your eyes.
Yeah, no matter when you put it in the palm of your hand and you slide it up into your fingers, no matter how hard you squeeze your fingers together, it can find a way through and drain out. You got to keep the cup underneath it.
How'd it taste?
Like metal.
That's kind of amazing.
A little salty.
When I was a kid, like my dad would bring home like little vials of it, a lot of it. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, hey, they're messing with this at work. Don't get caught with it at school."
I bet Bob Lazar has a bunch of it.
Don't get caught with it.
A little vial, it's heavy as shit too. It's kind of cool, man.
Huh.
It's pretty
I'm thinking,
neat stuff.
I bet Bob Lazar has a bunch of it.
Yep. He probably
Have you been on his website?
The Bob Lazar website.
Dude, you haven't been on his website?
Homies. Well, I mean,
What's
I'll buy his fireworks right now.
What is the name of his company?
Blow stuff up company.
I'm trying to think. United Nuclear or something nuclear.
That sounds right.
Code name for something, I'm sure.
Code name hard ass or hard hat.
Bob Lazar Company Store.
You know who this is?
Did anybody else do this? Is this something you did, Sonny?
Wow, I'm smart.
What?
Sunsaver's bringing up here. So we had fun playing with mercury and chasing the DDT sprayer on our banana bikes.
We did not do that.
We didn't play around with pesticides out.
You didn't play with pesticides.
That's another one that we all grew up with.
Really?
That's been removed now. Is you guys remember the Roundup commercials? He'd always walk on with the wow 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 right in the driveway
From the hip.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that commercials because they all got Alzheimer's from using Roundup.
Yeah. Everybody that watched.
Yeah.
Everybody that watched it can't remember who they are anyway.
Yeah. What's up, big guy?
Best to do it on a windy day.
You gonna be downwind.
Best to do it towards your neighbor's house.
We used to work at this place, the most dangerous place I worked at. I can't even say. I don't even think, even to this day, I don't think I'm legally allowed. We signed a lot of paperwork, so I don't even know if I can say the name of this place. But it is only one of two in all of Michigan, and there's only 12 of them around the United States. And they handle very hazardous material. You bring it in, and they break it down into a chalk form that can then be buried in the earth and whatnot. But it was pretty crazy because they went through like the different safety stuff with us. What could happen if you didn't wear the right PPE? And there was one, for whatever reason, room, and they're like, "You'll know if your stuff's not working." They were asking like, "Well, how do we know all of our readers and meters?" Because there was like the the ratings of like level 3, whatever. There was stuff everywhere, like level 9, and just all crossbones and stuff. So it was like, whatever was going on here, if you got in the wrong room and something exposed, you were in big trouble. But the one room, they're like, "Oh, you'll know because your colors are gonna start tasting funny."
Oh,
and I was like,
colors. Okay.
Chemicals. Are we? They're like,
yeah.
Your colors are gonna start. You'll start to notice a coloration to your taste to your coloration. I was like, well, that seems like.
Angel Wing says, I actually stuck a screwdriver in an outlet and got electrocuted bad. I was embarrassed and never told my parents. I was tightening the outlet covers. Oops. I was very lightheaded and passed out.
She just missed. She's like trying to be Bob the Builder at her house.
Then we have Mr. Posky. In middle school, we used to take paper clips and stick them through an arrowhead eraser and stick it in outlets in the school and blow all the breakers.
Have you bit one out of the wall?
And that is how he got his hairstyle.
No residuals from that one, I'm sure.
We need to pull up a picture of Posky right now. Do we have one in the files or no?
Just look for the one in my Facebook pictures that looks like he got electrocuted.
Okay. I'm pulling this up right now because
his hair is usually just wherever.
Gosh. Hey, I don't think it was completely Angel's fault. I truly think she was. Is it in your photos, Chad? On Facebook?
Of what?
Of Posky.
Oh, aren't you guys friends?
Oh yeah, but I'm saying, do you want Posky? You want your? Is it in your Facebook or
I'm
his
not
Facebook?
Thinking of any particular. I'm not thinking of his.
Oh, you're just saying in general. So you're literally throwing one in the butt. You're like literally
Just
any
him on a
picture.
Tuesday.
Yeah, he doesn't like style his hair, so any picture is pretty much just whatever.
Let's see.
Hey. No.
This isn't that bad.
No, I mean like his hair's.
You're like,
well, they all have.
he looks like trash.
He's.
Let's see.
Oh my god!
Oh
he's
man,
got
I can't show these photos, Posky. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Facebook let you keep that on there.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, Posky.
Give the pizza guy a hug when he gets there.
Oh, Posky.
Yeah, Posky.
Posky, do we have permission to show your nipples? In this
Oh
one?
man, that's too hot for anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can show all this.
Oh my god.
Here we go. We're gonna do it though.
Rodney Posky.
Oh, Posky.
Is that I just
Look
took
at
a poop
that.
face or
That does say 2007 though.
It does say 2007. He's this man is
feeling
definitely
cute?
punched a
Might
wall.
delete later.
Feeling cute, yeah.
I'd say. Oh God. I love that I'm participating in roasting.
He got some nice nips on him, doesn't he?
Nice nips.
How come?
Here, show this picture.
Which one? Is that on Posky's thing?
Yeah.
Oh, here. You guys can almost water here.
We
let's
love
go solar.
work.
That's John and Posky. He says he's way thicker now.
I'm way thicker.
Love it.
Oh yeah, this. Oh wow, I was gonna say I didn't think that camera was ever gonna focus again.
Connie's our peach.
Yeah. Sometimes he gets thirsty.
Oh,
Oh,
Posky
oh,
said,
boy.
drop me that link, boys.
Oh, I forgot how to do that. I don't know.
I'll pull my titties out right now. He's a.
Oh my god.
You want a blueberry, buddy?
I'll get you shut down right now.
You gotta save something for the pizza guy when he gets there.
Man, how wild! Yeah, out of the presidents we've had in the '90s and stuff, I was just thinking about this. Don't you think it'd been entertaining to have Bill Clinton on a podcast? Don't you think that guy would have just told some stories? Like,
Oh yeah,
It's still possible, Willie. He's not dead.
he'd be a good smut stuff member. Or
oh, could you?
Yes.
Wow.
Let's get him for smart stuff.
Let's do it.
you guys got cigars there? Or?
Him and Monica. Bring him in studio.
God.
They still talk and stuff.
I don't think they did before,
probably
really.
not.
And they weren't doing much talking.
I mean, I've never really looked in that story too much, but I know a lot of people said that she was truly in love with him. Like, she really thought they were going to have a relationship, and he was like, oh, whoa.
There's another brick in the wall.
Yeah, that's the way that
Bill Clinton and Theo Vaughn. Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, yes. Yes.
She had the only cigar sniffer in town.
Hey, it was a cigar at least. Got some class, okay? He was cast iron raised. He wasn't on that Teflon cigarette-based stuff. You know what I mean?
Rodney, is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Oh, Rodney.
Did we lose Spooky? What happened to Spooky?
He's still there, but I think he's helping us out.
10.
Oh yeah, I need to see the chair.
Normally he doesn't leave till 11.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Chad came in and he left.
Yep.
He did.
Yeah, him and I are secretly are not getting along, but
Yeah.
we didn't want to say anything.
Spooky just got bored. He's off to that side of the screen doing the running man. You guys just can't see him. He's practicing.
He's on the treadmill.
He's on the treadmill doing his 44 push-ups. He's like, I gotta hit 3,000 this month, guys. 3,000 push-ups. Gotta get it in.
Yeah.
Spooky said, I can hear you.
Oh, we gotta stop talking
I was
bad
just
about
gonna
him.
tell you. I was just gonna tell you. You know he can hear you, right? So if you guys have ever said anything bad about Spooky, because
Spooky's like Santa. He knows.
Your
He
camera
knows.
is flipped. It's usually the other way around. Usually the statue is around the other side. Right? Or no? Am I just...
Sometimes. It does, well, yeah, it does look a little flipped. I think it is flipped.
Well, we'll talk to him about that when he gets back.
Yeah.
We'll figure
Oh,
it out.
Brent, hang on, Brent. Brent's bringing this back on point here. Hang on. Have you
there's a
guys
mothership.
talked
Is there a
about
daddy
mothership
ship?
yet?
Oh, is he talking about...
We have talked about Sky Daddies. We haven't talked about that.
is he talking about Comedy Mothership?
I don't know.
That's Joe Rogan's new club in Austin, Texas. Comedy Mothership.
Cassie.
Cassie. By the way, guys, Cassie's had a new
What's up, Cassie?
release of stuff as of late, using her supreme vocal cords to soothe you to sleep.
Yeah,
Take
she
you off into
has been writing
scary
scripts
dreams.
like crazy.
Like a mad lady. Like a mad woman. Or bad Mama Gemma. Hey, happy late birthday to your daughter, by the way, too. It is crazy how much Cassie and her daughter look alike. A lot alike.
Mothership in our atmosphere.
Oh, I haven't
Mothership in our atmosphere.
heard about that.
Hey, you drop the link in the you put it in anywhere in here in YouTube, and we'll read about it right now.
I think isn't he talking about where somebody admitted that there could be a mothership, but it's like, yeah, but there could also be anything up there. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, but they've been talking for a long time.
Yeah.
As far as people claiming stuff's there.
Yeah, I heard it was just like a headline that they were trying to keep selling stuff.
It said there's
Makes
a mothership in our atmosphere.
I mean, we don't even know how big our atmosphere is. Chad tries to tell us. He tries to give answers in math and whatnot. Okay,
Go till you hit the
Chad.
dome.
I just look up stuff on Chat GPT and just send it
a
to them.
mothership in our atmosphere unless somebody left the dome door open.
That's what the Chinese are looking for.
Oh, my.
Oh, they're repairing stuff up there. Ships attract the moon and the sunlight.
That's just somebody
honestly,
changing the bulbs in the moon. That was
You know
all.
what?
That's why they didn't let it go around last couple nights ago.
all they had to do
It's not
was
made
go
out of
straight in
cheese.
the air, right? And just let the Earth rotate to them. So technically, did they even leave? You know what I mean? It's weird how we have to maintain like our airspace, but it's like if you just went straight up and you maintain that spot, the Earth would just rotate to you, right? So couldn't they claim they were like, oh, we just went straight up and came straight back down? Just like, and technically, we didn't fly over there. Because space is weird versus when it's spinning in relation to where we're actually at, and then just floating in space.
That's true.
Oh no.
I'm lost. You got me lost.
Not all space is round with a gravitational pull.
Oh, hang on. All right, Enzo, we're gonna pull this. We're gonna pull this up. Hang on, I'm gonna click on it over here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, guys. Bring this up over here in case there's cool pictures to show you. Because we are definitely chilling on this Saturday. Everybody had a long week. Everybody got their butts handed to them, I feel like, right? Everybody had a long week. I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
Yep.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I'll sign that one.
So real quick here, this is from the observation post, which who knows, right? Because it's the observation. But I've never seen that one actually before. So Pentagon UFO chief says alien mothership in our solar system possible. So I mean, like you just said, Chad, that's like, sure. I mean, I guess. They lead on with it saying there's a possibility that the extraterrestrial mothership and smaller probes may be visiting. You got to probe before you never just want to go full mothership, right? You never want to full in. You got to probe in the beginning.
Never go full mothership.
It's in the rule book.
Never
You gotta lead with
go
probe.
straight in. Exactly. Preferably consensual probing is always what we recommend.
Yeah, talk nice to him.
Here, I'll send you what Brent sent me so you can share it.
Smaller probes may be visiting planets in our solar system, the head of the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Research Office noted in a report draft shared Tuesday. Well, so I guess this just happened, huh?
Yeah, it was just a couple days ago. Few days ago.
Spooky Morales.
Guys, I'll be
Spooky
right back.
Morales.
Billy's taking over.
All right, man. Yeah, Spooky. Normally I can read your shirt. It goes the other way usually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that. He got
the-
a chef out.
I was wondering. There. See? Boom. Paranormal chop shop.
Yeah, I got it in red.
Yeah, that looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot we designed that one. Man.
And you can get yours if you love this shirt as much as I do. You can get yours at the store.
Chad Smith Podcast.
Thank you. Who
Chad Smith
doesn't want it?
Podcast.
Who doesn't want this for the summer, man?
Chad, did you want me to share that video you sent me or no?
Yeah, you can, because it's a TikTok video, so I think it should
Okay.
be okay for.
On the
Should
Tiki
be okay.
Talks. All right, let's
And
see
it's
what
a
happens,
news
guys.
thing.
Hey, this is Jeremy Corbell. All right, here we go. Pull this up.
Should be open source.
Okay. Open source. Wait, before we do that, where's the thing? Where's the
You want some loving?
where's
I
the
don't know
little
if the-
branding? Here we go, right
I
here.
don't know if the volume's gonna work.
Fair use. Under Section 107 of the 1976 Copyright Act, we are allowed by law to criticize, comment on, and use for teaching purposes without permission from the copyright owner. So, whatever news source that is. That's what we're... There, we tried our best. We covered the bases for him. Here we go. Let's do this.
Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief, this is a Pentagon guy, a UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. How big?
Yeah, there's a potential possibility of a potentialness of a
We just
possibility.
want you to be aware there is the possibility.
I'm wearing my
there.
steel guarded underwear from now on.
Hey, I know we make fun of this stuff when everybody's been talking for a long time. I am not at all, like, even in the slightest. Whenever the big first thing happens, they've been trying for a while. If you look at some of the things that happened with Roswell, there's definitely them trying. The only reason they haven't fully come out with all this stuff is, well, they can't control the narrative, right? Speaking of
Isn't
not
he
being able to
live
control,
right now?
Ladies and gentlemen,
not to be able to control the narrative.
I'm sorry, Willie.
No, go for it.
We have the man, the myth, the legend,
Please welcome.
the probing king.
The probing king.
Yeah.
I had to finish that beer.
All right, you're gonna bring him in, or who's bringing him in?
I guess I'll
Ladies
bring
and gentlemen,
Deboner.
D-Bone. Jojo Bone. Oh, he's just gonna turn his back on us now.
Damn, son.
Okay. He's like, I'm sorry, can you wait, please? Thanks. Anyways.
Yeah, Mr. Boner.
dude, his studio is off the hook.
It's
almost-
Yeah, man.
It's getting
His
good.
lighting
man,
is hot.
Yeah, he's done some work in there. Look at
His
that.
lighting is like a shirt.
It is.
Dude,
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy,
Good
man.
observation.
Itch.
That's a good observation.
Tie
Just
dye.
Like a
like,
shirt.
I got not only one microphone setup, I got two. I'm just
Man,
ready.
my lighting's whack now compared to his. Yo,
me
man,
about it.
Jojo,
Look
I
at
need
it.
some style.
I was gonna say
oh,
it, but
man. Damn, right? Look at that.
Blowing us out of the water. over
Actually,
here.
it looked even better last night. I remember.
is he streaming on his show and
Yeah,
on
he's
ours,
live.
and he's on the radio?
Yeah, he's live.
My God.
He's like, listen, if I gotta do your show, you guys need that much help. I'm gonna come in here tonight. I'll run my own
entertainer
show.
from
Technically,
Perth.
technically, we can see Jojo, but we could also be listening to his radio show on another tab if we open it.
We totally could. What if we, for the fun of it, I'm gonna look it up and we're gonna play it back through to this.
What do you call it? Black Sparrow Radio.
Is it-
the problem with it though is like if he's playing any music, it's all like real music,
Oh, true.
like copyrighted music.
We'd
But
have to
Willie,
see
we
what
need to
they
talk
were.
about that because you know you
What?
can take care of that problem. Still can't play it on YouTube, but
I saw Nikki was. Oh, she got a bunch
Oh,
of strikes,
yeah.
didn't she? Oh,
Nikki
For
said
anybody
she
that
had,
is a
like,
fan of
70
Prince, for anybody that's a fan of Prince, right now JoJo is playing the one and only Purple Rain,
he's got his
and it
purple
sounds so
lights.
good. On
Oh, he's legitimately
KBSR,
playing Purple
Black
Rain?
Sparrow Radio with your host JoJo Bone.
Oh, I'll put that in the chat room.
I love that he's playing Purple Rain, but at the same time, I feel like it could be some EDM music in the background, like, and it's just
playing
JoJo
that?
going, "Oh yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah," just listening.
When he goes into radio
JoJo
DJ mode, he's really good.
He's out pimping all of us, man.
Yeah.
He's flexing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was him. It wasn't. But
No,
yeah,
that's Chop Shop.
what were we talking about right before JoJo showed up?
Maybe now.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that's
there
a
he
little
is.
bit better, hey?
Yeah, buddy. Now we can hear you.
Jojo Bone.
JoJo, I'm loving the prism colors you got going on here.
Bro.
Hey guys,
Sir.
I'm gonna sign off and let you guys finish up.
Oh man.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Hey, brother.
Roger that, man.
She's got a life
You
or
guys
something.
hear me?
I'm just kidding. Love you, son.
See you,
Good night,
bud.
Papa Willie.
Night, Papa
Good night,
Willie.
Sonny.
Good night, guys. Thanks.
Nice, Sonny.
Well, we all
I'm
know what
doing
that
two
means.
Streamyards simultaneously. I've never done this.
We know when
We know,
Sonny's
dude.
got to leave early. We all know it means he's got to go jerk it.
He's going to jerk off.
It's okay. Everybody probably has to do it.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, yes.
You can hear me. Okay.
Yeah.
Lucky you. All right, I'll see if I can figure this out on my end.
So he's still can't.
It's probably up in his Google search where he can't hear us. Love it. But yeah. I don't remember the thing I felt like we were on a discovery right before JoJo showed up here, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I mean, we've covered Rodney's nipples. We've covered.
We didn't even cover Rodney's.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Decon. That's right, Decon in the chat.
Decon in the chat, baby.
Oh, Decon Conway.
Good to see
I don't
you,
know,
Deanna.
Deanna. Sometimes, right? Like, sometimes you're going to be like, listen, I just don't have the energy tonight. You do what you got to do. You know what I mean? We've all been there.
Oh, Enzo's asking.
What's Enzo asking?
He's asking for a dog update, which I could give. I don't know if you guys have already shared that.
We have not.
No, no, we have not.
Well,
but
unfortunately,
let me go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chad.
Okay, you want to preface it with anything?
I wanted to just say it's a happy ending.
It is a happy ending. Yeah.
And who doesn't love a happy ending?
If you see me, Red Gray.
Come on, I need some producer here. This is ridiculous. I gotta do my own drum. Holy mackerel! Okay,
Doing the whole thing myself.
Holy macaroni!
These dogs, precious angels that they are, they wander. They found Sonny, who was an angel to them, right? A guardian angel. They needed a place to stay. Sonny found them a home, a very, very good home. They're going to be living on a lot of land. They're going to be going with somebody that has their own company. They got a lot of dough. So the dogs are going to be set for life. And they can thank Sonny for that.
That's right.
Sonny have good karma, man, because he gave up, a week almost of taking care of those dogs.
They ate $400 worth of dog food.
Right.
Sounds a lot like the story I got about the first fish that I ever got that changed colors overnight. I don't know. They're like, he's in a very great place now. I'm just kidding.
Changed colors.
Oh, man.
They're on a sprawling 400-acre farm.
He's taking a nap.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you tell your kids what happened to the fish. Yeah.
As soon as I
they
go
were
to
some
channel,
puppies,
it goes
though.
right to a farm.
You guys hear me okay?
JoJo, we can hear you.
Yeah, JoJo.
My grandma had a bird, and the bird outlived her, and then me and my mom had the bird, and the bird didn't outlive us. So my mom put it in a shoebox and was burying it out in the woods, and when she threw a load of dirt on top, it must have pushed the last little bit of air out of the fella, and he made a chirp noise, and she thought he came back.
I can picture
we had to start. We had to dig it back up just to make sure. I mean, that's dead for a day.
Go tune in to KBS.
Zombie bird.
What, JoJo?
Man, can I just go ahead and highlight these tracks? Your track list, your selection of music is divine. I mean, you gave us Purple Rain, and now you're slamming us with Toto Africa. I mean, this is too good to be true.
JoJo's getting you from both ends.
I don't think JoJo can hear us.
I don't think so either. But with lighting like that, does he have to?
When was the last time?
With looks like that, does he have to?
When was the last time somebody looked JoJo in the eye and said, "JoJo, you've been just slamming me from both sides, huh?" We just told him that, Spooky. Spooky said, "I don't know how to tell you this, but you've been smooth in the front, right? You've been hitting me with the Purple Rain, but now you're slamming me from the back with To Africa."
God, I'm hog-tied and spit roasted.
Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Whoa,
the whole JoJo experience.
It does feel like a JoJo experience, possibly, right? Possibly.
3 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Oh my! And we're done. No. It blacks out the screen. Oh damn it!
Just go ahead and sign us off. We're done.
This
They're gonna
is
kick
Mike
us off
with YouTube.
We already lost the CEO of the Chop Shop.
He was so tired before he even started, though. He was falling asleep before we started.
The way the day started, we were wondering if we were going to go on live at all tonight. So I would consider tonight a success.
Yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with us for the hour and 20 minutes that we were on here.
Thank you, everybody.
Kept a pretty good audience tonight.
Mm-hmm. And in honor of JoJo Bone being here.
Rodney said he was trying to navigate himself to a pizza, and we haven't heard him since.
Oh, yeah. Once he finds that pizza, he's not going to need anything else.
He always comes back, though. Have you ever not seen Posky come back?
Oh, yeah, he always comes back.
He always comes back.
Oh, Willie.
God.
Funny clips of JoJo?
Can you please play some of the funny clips that
I think he might be thinking of Enzo's, right?
Oh, yeah, he might be thinking of JoJo's show with Enzo and them.
Mm-hmm. Enzo has some good audio clips of JoJo.
It's my birthday?
Happy birthday, Joe. It's like the only happy birthday thing that we have in there, and it's JoJo's face. Like, well, we were talking about JoJo. But then there's a video that has Jamie's face on it, and I don't know if you want to click on that one.
Jam.
Ooh, no, come on. Do you want to do it?
Jamie is at work with no something. That's what it's called.
Well, you can always get her partner in crime in here. Some old good old Breeze cream pie.
Oh boy, Breeze cream pie.
Subscribe. Don't forget.
Oh, there's Ron.
I haven't seen Ron in a little bit. Sometimes I catch their show in the afternoons because him and Anthony S5 out there. This is incredible. Wherever he's at. And my favorite thing about S4, I say S5. I did say S5, didn't I?
No problem.
But Anthony over there, S4, and Ron is when they're chatting and talking, dude. They sound like they're ready to take each other out. And my favorite thing ever, Enzo went in one time. He's like, I didn't want to come here because you guys were fighting so much. And they both at the same time like, this is just how New Yorkers talk. Like they weren't fighting at all.
That's crazy.
Should we drop JoJo's link? Did we at least drop that in the chat if we're gonna end this so that people go hang out over there?
Oh,
I did, yeah. I think.
Who is this?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Rich. What's up, man?
Rich New Design. He was just over on the I Love Weed Live podcast.
I love Weed Live. Yeah, I have the chat here.
There's some good JoJo breathing.
Yeah, I dropped the link to JoJo's right here.
Hey, Sun Saver. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, JoJo.
I'm running 2 Streamyards right now. I've never done this before.
Oh, I'm sure it's freaky.
So let me know if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Oh, coming in hot.
Coming in real hot.
He's probably watching us on the YouTube side too. He's probably waiting.
Yeah, guys, we're all going to go over there and watch JoJo and hang out with him. So if you want to hang out with us over there still, just click this link. You just got to scroll up a little bit, but it's Black Sparrow Music Parlor. You can also Google search it if you'd like. But if you scroll down a little bit on that webpage, you can hit the play button and just listen in. JoJo's usually playing some really good tunes, and I'm sure he is tonight too. So
coming to you live from Taylor, Texas.
All right. That's good.
That was a great time. That was perfect.
It's good
timing.
to be heard.
Good to be heard. All right, we're going to see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys
Thank
next
you, everybody.
time.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
make an announcement.